Welcome to This Week in West Hempstead, sponsored this week by Giordano Garden and Nursery. We have one host live in studio, and the other host is with us on the phone. Take it away, David, live in studio.
Thank you, Dan, and hey, Norm, how's it going?
I'm hanging in there. Too bad I couldn't be with you today.
It's all right. We got you on remote, and we'll just patch you in. We get a chance to check out some of the latest technology in case we got to cover some breaking news. So let's just, there's really just two stories to talk about this week. One of them has been dominating the headlines in West Hempstead, and that's been the man that was killed on Woodfield Road earlier last week. And this is now the second person who's been killed in about 90 days on Woodfield. It's becoming a really major issue. We're covering it extensively on westhempsteadecho.com. Norm, what are your initial thoughts about this?
Well, we're obviously waiting for the traffic study that was supposed to be inaugurated at the time of the first death. And now that we have a second, obviously it's becoming more and more important. I don't know how long it's going to take. We're looking into a FOIL request to try and, under the Freedom of Information Act, get a copy of the traffic study and find out what they found out.
Absolutely. And, this is, such a major issue. And if you go to our website, one of the things that you'll see, unfortunately, is a picture that was taken by someone who lives right off of Woodfield, and you can see the police tape that's around the area where the person was. Some of the images that we've seen on location are really horrific, and we're not going to show you, but I can tell you this is a very, very impactful story. This impacts everyone. We even heard it at the Veterans Hall meeting that we were there. Mothers and fathers are afraid to leave their kids for the bus, certainly alone. And even if they're with their kids, they feel like they're fearing for their life just to put their kids on the bus in the morning. This is nuts. And
it does seem, again, there's a traffic study going on. We had the meeting, all the rest of it. They had the speed sign up for whatever it was, 5 minutes or something like that. I appreciate that some of this stuff takes time, but honestly, that's now 2 fatalities in the space of whatever it is, a month and a half. And are we literally waiting until the body count gets high enough for them to do something more serious?
Yeah, it's a really great point. So let's point out a couple of things. First of all, right after the other past fatality, the police put up their speed clock on Woodfield, and it seemed to be very effective. Someone from Echo was out there checking it, and cars seemed to be responding when it was there. And guess what? After a week, they removed it. So as soon as they removed it, traffic just picked up again, and it was back to where it was. There was also, there was a police presence, both marked and unmarked, right after the first accident. And then, of course, it went away because they went on to something else. I did hear that the police are back, both marked and unmarked, again on Woodfield. How long is this going to last? So I realize that there are a lot of things that we can do, including the speed cameras, including speed bumps that are done, for example, very effectively in New York City. But for some reason, those issues, those have been shot down in the courts and been removed as options in Nassau County. Well, you know what? Bring them back, because we're tired of seeing people lying in our streets. It's just enough. So, if you go to our site, you'll see the extensive coverage, which includes the 12-year-old who was killed, which includes the removing of the speed camera, that includes the Veterans Hall meeting. But how many more packages are we going to do until the people and the politicians kind of wake up? Norm, I know you want something to add on this.
Yeah. It's very clear. The county executive controls a county road. All he needs to do is say, put in some more crosswalks. We need some more traffic lights and crosswalks, all synchronized together so that no one has to stop more than once on Woodfield Road at the most. And it's as simple as that. They're gonna lean back on a manual, a traffic manual, and a traffic study that has no relevance really, because we all know what the problem is. It's been a problem for 40 years.
Exactly.
People who came to the meeting have expressed this frustration for generations now. It's time to do something.
Something has to be done. I mean, it's really enough. We're just going to continue to stay on this story. They got to get some lights up. Crosswalks, to your point, are things that like we shouldn't even be thinking about. I mean, you can literally go from Lakeview to Garden City, and I'm going to be making this up, and I'm going to say it about in under a minute if you're like hitting, you don't hit that light, the one light on Woodfield. I mean, it's just an insanity, and we just got to slow things down.
Yep.
So let's switch to I think to a better subject, or at least one that's fun and exciting. On Sunday, Chabad on Nassau Boulevard did their annual hosting of their mega, super large Chanukah celebration, which is hosted at Hall's Pond. And Echo was there giving out chocolate and covering the story. There's our extensive video package with interviews up on the site. Norm, you want to tell us a little bit about the event?
It was a lot of fun. The fire departments were there. Everybody was in a very good mood. There was music. They were giving out candy to the kids. They do this every year, and it's well attended. The rabbi makes a speech, and they light the menorah. It's a great event.
And absolutely. And if you do go to our site, you can actually see the video, Dan, that you edited and you shot. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about what we're seeing right now.
Well, let me get myself on camera, and then I can tell you. I did go down to up at the Wingwon Hank Early Childhood Center area. First, much like they've done for the Christmas ride, where they go around and Santa waves from the truck, etc. Well, a number of years ago, as Nick Davis, one of the fire captains, told me, they put together a little PVC menorah that, if you check the video out, you'll see. Went down there. There was one of the firemen was in an Elmo costume. The kids got to take pictures. They were handing out chocolate coins and the rest of it. And then I went down to join Norm and some of our other folks down at Hall's Pond. And the place was packed. You'll see on the video there were all kinds of people there. We had a number of elected officials were there. John Giuffre, the Nassau County legislator, was there, as well as Thomas Muscarella, the councilman for town of Hempstead. And a fantastic thing that they put together. It was very nice food. There was singing. There was music. It was really a terrific evening all around.
And, it's really a tremendous shout out to Chabad for putting this on every year. The kids look forward to it. Everyone in West Hempstead looks forward to it. And we'll certainly look forward to it for next year. And, I think as we sign off today, we should be excited, because coming this weekend is when the fire trucks make a lot of noise. And they're going to be coming around the neighborhood with their sirens blasting, starting first on Friday night in Lakeview, and then Saturday night it'll be in West Hempstead. You can't miss it, because your dogs will start howling and you'll start hearing the sirens going, and it's really tremendous, right, Norm?
Yeah, it's a party. Everybody looks forward to it, and I think the firemen enjoyed it about as much as the public does. But I think we may have some cameras on board this year. Maybe we can get to see what the firemen see.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it. So happy holidays, Norm, and happy holidays, Dan, and to everyone in West Hempstead, we wish you all the best, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.
So again, we Saturday night, Friday, you'll see the trucks going around. Please don't post on the social media asking why all the fire trucks are going around. They're going around for the holiday. Thanks again for watching, as always. If you'd like to sponsor this or our other programs, please reach out to us at sales@westhempsteadecho.com.